All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about 3 specialty home services that you've probably never heard of. Why are we going to do that? Well, because I have a 15-minute drive over to the Handyman headquarters, and I like using this little 15-minute trip as a good way to just go over a little 15-minute subject. So today we're going to talk about these specialties. We're going to do 3 of them that I don't think you've ever heard of. And the first one is actually going to be lead paint certification. Now, in case you don't know, every house built before 1978 in the United States of America has a pretty good likelihood of having lead paint. They banned it after that year. Now, the problem with the lead paint is that it really negatively affects the nervous systems in developing children, okay? It's not so much for adults, but when your nervous system is developing, it can cause some really serious damage to your brain and the rest of the nerves throughout your body. So there's a whole lot of regulations in place now that dictate what has to happen when you disturb paint on a house built before the year 1978. And in order to be able to take care of those, you're going to have a particular certification, at least if you want to take care of them legally. And by the way, property managers and realtors, the states which manage the lead paint programs state by state, the states for the most part are starting to come down on the realtors and the property managers and letting them know that they will be getting audited. Not that they might be, but they will be getting audited. Which means your property managers and your realtors in most of these states are starting to come around to the idea that they're going to have to hire a lead paint certified handyman or otherwise vendor, contractor, specialty contractor, whatever you want to call it. They're going to have to start hiring guys with these certifications to work on their houses, and it's quite expensive. What you get to do now is you get to go and get your lead paint certification and start advertising yourself, especially to property managers and realtors, as lead paint certified. And I will tell you from my experience with my property managers, I'm pretty sure I'm the only lead paint certified guy they have, because it feels like almost all my jobs are now in pre-1978 houses. That's not 100% true. I do plenty of jobs in newer houses too, but it's very clear to me that I seem to be getting all of the pre-1978 houses. And here's another little trick too, by the way. It's not just for when you're disturbing paint. The property manager doesn't always know whether or not the job is going to require disturbing paint. So when they send somebody over there, let's say for a light fixture, you have to have a lead paint certified person able to figure out whether or not you're going to be disturbing paint in order to mess with that light fixture. Plenty of other examples, but the point is they have to send their lead paint certified guy for more than just the paint jobs, and you get to be the guy that gets to go do that. And whether or not you charge a premium is up to you, but even if you don't charge a premium, you just got yourself a bunch of guaranteed work. So there's the first one, lead paint certification. Number 2 is going to be a double, actually. Number 2 is going to be number 1, age in place. This is for retirement age folks who are aging in place, which means they're staying in their home, or at least they're staying in a real home as opposed to going to a retirement home. And then the other side of that coin is actually going to be the VA for the disability. But both of these are going to be very similar because you're going to be doing a lot of handicap accessibility type projects on these houses, such as grab bars in the shower or ramps up to the front door. And here's a great part about this, is most of it's already paid for either by Medicaid or by the VA. Now, as far as how to get in touch with these, you don't really need any special certifications other than to be certified in your state for whatever particular work you're advertising that you'll do. But regardless of your certification, if we're going to assume that you are certified and you are legal, the next question becomes, how do I find these jobs? And I think the clear answer is you're going to find these jobs wherever you find the clients. So if you want to work on these VA houses, you're probably going to want to contact the VA, like the VFW or the American Legion or any of these organizations that help take care of veterans. Same thing with the older folks. If you're looking to do the age in place, you're going to want to reach out to home health care companies. They do a whole lot of this because they're the ones sending the people into the homes to do the healthcare. So reach out to those home healthcare organizations. Go ahead and reach out to the 55 plus communities. A lot of these communities are full of only 55 plus, where they don't even allow you to have people under the age of 55 owning and living there. And anywhere else that you can imagine, you're going to find old people. Like a lot of cities and counties and states are going to have services for the elderly, and you can reach out to a lot of those organizations as well. So that's number 2 on the list, age in place and the VA handicap accessible stuff. And then finally, let's talk about what I'm going to call pre-inspection inspections. So when a realtor is selling a home, part of the legal process for selling a home, most of the time, with some exceptions, but most of the time, an inspection is going to be required. And when that inspection is done, it has to be done by a certified inspector, and all of the findings are documented, and all of those findings have to be made available to the potential buyers of the home. Now, if you're a realtor, you don't want to tell the potential buyers of the home that there's all kinds of stuff wrong with the home that you had to get fixed, because now they're going to start digging in. So what some of these guys are doing now, and what some of these handymen are offering, is a service where before the home gets inspected, so if you're selling the home and it's going to get inspected, before that inspection, you send the handyman over there and he does his own inspection. And this is an inspection. He's not actually legally inspecting, but he's going over there, he's looking everything over, he's trying to identify all of the things that the actual home inspector is going to be trying to identify, and getting those fixed ahead of time, because either way they're going to get fixed. But the difference is, it's better for the realtor if the actual certified home inspector doesn't really find anything wrong than for the certified home inspector to find a bunch of stuff wrong, and now you got to go hire a whole bunch of licensed professionals to come over and fix everything. You got to prove that it was fixed correctly, and it just ends up becoming a pain in the ass. So the best solution is to send you over there in advance, let you figure out what's wrong, and then let you fix what's wrong, so that that never has to get documented. This is not illegal in any way, shape, or form, just in case you're wondering. You're not skirting any system. Everything is on the up and up, as long as you're not trying to hide anything or hack anything or fix things that you're not legal to fix. So that's number 3, is the home inspections. And I'm pulling up right now to the Handyman headquarters. Good news, guys, if you don't know, I'm starting Founders and Fathers Technical College out of this teeny tiny little rental that I have over here to run my business out of. I'm going to be pulling a lot of y'all over here into Tucson. You're going to fly in yourselves. You got to get yourself here. You got to buy all your food while you're here. I'll probably supply a little bit of food though, but I'm going to put you up. I'm going to give you the lodging and the education, and we're probably going to be doing like 4 or 5 day stints with just a few guys at a time. And if you want to come in here, we're going to work on your business. So if you want to sign up for that, it's not time to launch yet, but that's what I'm here for every day now, is starting to get things ready for the launch. So if you'd like to participate, you can go to bulletproofhandyman.com, go to the events section. There's no start date. It's a to be determined event date, but this is where you can go sign up, so that as I come up with the plans and really get everything cemented in and get the sponsors all lined up, we're going to start doing these classes, and that's where you can go to sign up, so that I can get in touch with you to let you know what the next steps are. But otherwise, I love you guys. I hope you're out there killing it, and I'll see y'all on the next one.